And that was Everdeep Aurora, folks. Quite the mystical vibes going on. But to talk more about it, we have Brian from Ysbryd Games. Thank you so much for joining once again.
Thanks a lot, Poch.
Second time in a row being on the Indie Wavemakers stage. So talk to me about Everdeep Aurora.
Absolutely. So Everdeep Aurora is a game by Nautilus Games from Spain. There are two developers they've cut their teeth a little bit in they've worked on games like Death's Door, which I think was published by Devolver Digital. But yeah, they're trying to take this wealth of artistry and apply it to their very own game, which Everdeep Aurora itself is it looks kind of like a cozy environment where you've got this you play as this cat named Shell who's been given a drill, and you've got to dig around this richly detailed pixel art under-Terranean world. This is a civilization that had to escape from the overground because there was a apocalyptic meteor shower that threatened everyone on the planet, so they dug inwards to survive. And so Shell's trying to find her mom through sifting through the earth, looking for clues and people who might know where her mom is.
Wow, so very narratively driven, very story driven. The atmosphere, like, it has this charm to it, right? But it's not necessarily cozy per se, because it's kind of a dark-ish universe.
Little hints of darkness to the environment, a little bit of melancholy, and I mean, we think that for people who like the vibes that they've seen in things like Hollow Knight, but maybe were deterred by oh man, the combat in this game is wearing me out.
Yeah.
This Everdeep Aurora is completely non-violent, free of combat. So the main challenges, the challenges are trying to figure out where some clues are, where some characters are, finding keys and tools to unlock certain puzzles, and there's some platforming challenges here and there, but nothing that requires like skill checks or combat.
Okay, I like it. Okay, I'm already sold with how well it is. Let's jump into the game. You're going to show us a bit of a demo here of Everdeep Aurora. The art already just makes it stand out a lot, and I'm pretty sure that a lot of people will kind of resonate with that art style. So let's talk a little more about like what we're going to start into. You're this cat, I believe?
That's right. You can see Shell, the little kitten. She's just hanging out, chilling out on this, sleeping on this bench, and woken. Now you see her woken by the rain, and she's supposed to meet up her mom, as you've got this little note in her pocket explaining what's going on. But as you'll quickly see, like Shell's on her own, got to try her best.
Wow.
And the rest of this is meant to be a little bit freeform. Like we don't have any overt menus or UI saying go here, checkbox, do this, collect 5 gems. Now we want you to really immerse yourself in exploring the game, spending time with these very idiosyncratic sort of characters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I like this because I think video game is the only medium that gives that pull towards a certain character, because you are actually piloting that character, you're experiencing the world with this character. I think that's why a lot of people love the video game genre for storytelling. And I think this one, and it's very interesting because there's no objectives. You have to experience it for yourself. And you can go left or right here in a 2D platformer. So kind of counterintuitive, like with how people are like, oh, you can go left?
We have had folks say, the game's broken, I can't go right anymore.
That's not broken.
No,
it's a skill issue.
Please. I'm not. Nah, you said it, not me.
I'm sorry.
No, but like,
go the other way.
Yeah, we want people to bring back that sense of exploration, and like maybe gaming has taught us a lot about like, okay, we always do X or Y in certain games, but now we've got a talking frog coming over to us, being like, hey, your mom's not here. All right, getting a little dangerous. This
shelter,
as you see right now, they are still outside in the real open world. So this frog is going to give you a drill so that you can actually get around and investigate for yourself.
Nice. Okay, yeah, I do resonate with that. That video games kind of taught us we know the certain language of video games, but I think we got to go back to how the exploratory roots are and just trying to figure out the story narrative is. So you finally have the drill. We got an achievement. You got the rookie excavator. So let's get started.
Yep. So the drill that Shell can use is actually something that's upgradable. You can collect ores and minerals. As you can see, this red, right, what I'm drilling right now, there's this red brick that you can, red gemstone that you can collect, which powers the drill. On the top, on the top left, you actually have a battery bar, and you can use these devices that I'm using right now to use the red gems to recharge that.
Wow.
And here
Who's
we've
this
got
person?
another character. This is Remulus, the blacksmith. So he's actually the person who will, you can bring ores, you can bring gems to, and
to upgrade and to
exactly.
Okay.
Right now we've got nothing except 2 red gems and 0 ores, so he can't do anything. But
So here's a question. There's no objectives, but is there a map that we can look
there is a map device you can acquire that is also upgradable. You can upgrade it to tell you, oh, where are the places of interest, where are the devices that, where are the certain collectibles that will help you out. And you know, we were talking earlier about you know, no quests, no obvious UI. So right now, Remulus is telling you, hey, go look for this dude. He took my glove. So you'll keep that in mind, and
but you don't necessarily have to do it.
yeah,
right?
you don't have to. Well, certain things are
For the main branch or
the
overarching
main story quest, exactly.
Oh wow, you can also slide down.
Yeah, you can.
Oh.
Shell, she has the ability to
Like
she's
slide
got
down the
some
walls.
traversal tools at her disposal.
Okay.
But you can also get like some special boots and accessories that I won't spoil too much about what those do, what certain things do, but yeah.
Treasure. Okay.
So yeah. Oh, sorry, that's not the treasure.
That's all good. You got a lot of the red gems now.
Yeah. So some treasure chests have actual items to discover, and you might have noticed that the palette has changed here. So here's the frog again.
Secret. Okay.
Yeah.
Fountain area.
So here's a little waterfall. You know, you'll find that as you go further underground, you'll run into certain characters again. They'll, you know, that kind of continues the quest line.
Okay.
And well, talking about a map, you just got one.
All right. Perfect.
The interesting thing about Everdeep Aurora's map and the world, the biomes that you traverse in, is that no two players are going to have the exact same experience.
Okay.
We have the maps that you are given. They'll contain, like, okay, you'll roughly see the blacksmith somewhere near the top. You'll see the waterfall somewhere in the first biome, but their exact locations aren't the same. So you can't like read a guide and be like, oh yeah, hit right
3 blocks this way
exactly.
and that way. Okay, so it's in that general direction. So I see that the map, it's actually kind of helping us. We see a red dot up there, but
exactly.
it's gonna be a little tough. Can you double jump or just one? Oh, you
can wall jump.
Wall jump. Wow. Okay.
As you can imagine, there's probably a double jump, but I'm not going to tell you when exactly that comes in. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Do you think that this game would resonate to, let's say, people that have not played platformers, or like this could be my first platformer?
Potentially.
Okay.
There are platforming challenges, but they're more optional. They usually just help you uncover. So I'm actually in a sort of a platforming challenge right now. Maybe it's more of a puzzle rather than a platform challenge. But the platforming challenges usually only yield like special, not special, the accessories that you can unlock, like special cute hats for.
Okay.
Shell.
Little rewards here and there.
Rather than like, oh, you need you need to beat this challenge in order to get the key to unlock like something in the main quest. Typically, we don't have that.
Okay. Oh, look at this. Okay,
So
we're finding boxes to push down.
Yeah, if you needed to clear the stuff upstairs in order to get a box so that you can get up there. You can see that Shell can only jump so high. So without
Can you wall jump from?
you can't wall jump and go further
Ah, you
up.
can't go up.
Can't.
You just go
You
push
get
away.
a little bit of height, but it will be
Okay.
from a different direction, so
Got
that
it.
won't usually work out.
Okay.
So that was the second box. Let me go get
Yeah,
it.
it did fall down.
we go.
Interesting. Okay. And how long do you say Nautilus was producing this game?
We've been working with them to get this out for like I think the last let me see. We've been working with them for about 2.5 or 3 years.
Wow.
But they had already achieved a certain
Oh
amount
my!
of
I
game
think
back
that we're just kind of stuck here.
then. Yeah, some of the physics puzzling is not with enough effort.
There you go.
There we
Okay, cool.
Yep. And
Nice. So he's still able to make it. Okay. Sorry, you were saying around like not with Nautilus. I was trying to really focusing like the push is gonna happen.
Yeah. So I think they've been working
Oh.
on the game for about 4 years.
Wow.
I want to say.
Well, the art style definitely translates to the charm here. Now we meet someone else here.
And this fella, that thing hanging is not like a giant mouth.
Oh,
it's like a
Like a poncho.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And well,
Oh, he can charge.
he looks scary, but he's just there to
Okay.
give you a little weird quip.
Mhm.
There's a lot of idiosyncratic characters, very peculiar
Which is good.
personalities.
It kind of teaches people not to judge a book. by its cover.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. So yeah,
And I
as
love how
we go
the
along-
art style. It's just playing with simple palettes, but Shell still stands out amongst all the noise around it.
Yeah, we kind of had the developers had the inspiration from the old school NES, like the Nintendo Entertainment System.
Like
games.
Castlevania type.
Exactly,
Mhm.
Castlevania. You got it in one.
Mhm.
And this is more of a platformer challenge right now.
Oh my. Okay.
The thing about we didn't just want to lift straight like, oh, it's Castlevania with no improvements or no like the fluidity at which the animations and the way like Shell's little animations and movements, we wanted to imbue more closer to the 16-bit sense of style. So this is more like how you remember went down.
Ooh.
How you remember games from the
That
NES era to be, but like with the sort of like the more modern, well, relative to the 16-bit era anyway.
Okay.
The more modern sense of how games,
Nice. Good
how
job.
we remember it really.
And I like that because we're looking at it in that lens, but if we remember back then, there were amazing games with that limited amount of media or that limited medium of palettes or graphic design. But here, it's like it kind of just shows that we can tell a narrative story, even without complex mechanics, for it to be a great story. So now, part one of Fairy Tail.
Now you see, like I got through the entire platforming section, and all I got was lore, which is cool. Like for those who are hungry for, hey, what is this world about? What's the backstory and history? But it's not like, oh, I lost out on like key main story bits.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I can't progress in the game. No, it's not like that.
Okay, that's cool. I think the barrier of entry here is actually very welcoming to a lot of people that just want to experience a narratively driven story.
Exactly.
Cute art style, not so demanding or punishing elements to the game, and
Exactly.
I would say a general sense of wonder. Because right now, look at that. What's that below you? I don't even know.
Below, let's
That's
find
like a
out.
bell.
You see, I think it's a tavern.
Oh, there's a tavern. Oh my. Oh, I think you gotta go that way.
There we go.
Whoa. Oh, bell. Okay, you're in. A
Oh.
shark. Don't let me in. Obviously, need to find another way.
Yeah, again, these are actually two guards from there's a sort of paramilitary organization in this civilization, and they're talking about this overlord. So they're like, there's a temple. What should we do with this? What can we need to go bother someone in a temple? Really? So there's lots of this world. Like we don't immediately give you the context to everything, but there's lots of people with conflicting agendas, as you can imagine. Like the whole idea of people trying to escape from the overground where they once lived and trying to find a new life, kind of almost like refugees underground. That's like
Interesting.
you get actually. This game is deeper than it looks, despite us saying cute. Like,
I mean,
it's cozy, but
yeah.
there's darkness underneath.
True,
Like,
true. That's
like-
why we had to emphasize the quote-unquote cozy
yeah,
vibes.
exactly.
and no pun intended with how deep this game actually gets, literally and figuratively in that sense. And I like the fact that it's like you're part of this world. It's like it's already existing even without you in it. Like you're just eavesdropping a conversation there.
Yeah. So what you're hearing is actually that little soundbite you're hearing is Ysbryd, the frog. Like that's a lot of the characters have like blah, 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 kind of Muppet voices, but it's to add to the charm.
Okay.
And well, I can't believe I actually encountered Ysbryd 3 times.
Three
in the same,
times. That's
in the same demo.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
How would you say if someone played this game till the very end? How many hours would that be?
Maybe about 8 to 12, depending. It's
okay.
We want people to take their time with it, and there's about three main biomes. I've actually reached the bottom of the first biome.
Wow. All right.
But I have only gone kind of straight down.
yeah.
I haven't really explored sideways much, so
Okay,
there's still more to find. There's definitely at least
playing a lute.
yes, yes, and I think you can hear the lute, but
okay.
yeah.
I think we're about to wrap things up here,
Right on.
folks. So again, this game you got to really take your time. I don't know what's in there, but
Something.
Brian, let me get your final thoughts on this game. How can people get to know more about it? What is in store for Everdeep Aurora, and who are the people that you want to entice to try out this game?
I think that anyone who's looking for an adventure that's deeper than like you want to take your time enjoying the vibe, but you also like storytelling that isn't a simple let's go save the princess type of deal. You like some subterfuge. You like finding out about a certain amount of rich culture in amongst these like very character driven sort of interactions. And you don't want any violence in your game. I think this is something that you could let on the surface let kids play this game and be like, oh look, daddy, I'm going around just finding items and collecting gems. But for those who like the storyline, there's also something rich to enjoy here.
Okay.
And for people who just generally love that old school pixel art vibe, we've got it here in spades.
Okay.
Yeah. So
and how can they follow? How can they wish list? How can they look forward to more Everdeep Aurora?
Absolutely. You can find you can definitely find Everdeep Aurora on Steam. You can wishlist it right now. You can follow the devs on Twitter at I found the same Nautilus. At Nautilus G. Or you can follow us at Ysbryd Games, and
you'll see them there.
We reboost them as well pretty often. The game will be available on Steam and Switch. We are aiming for 2024. Stay tuned for more announcements on the release window.
Okay, guys, that was Everdeep Aurora. Please get up for Brian. Thank you so much again for being here in the Indie Wavemaker stage.
Thank you, Poch.
So we'll be taking a very short break. We'll be right back with more Indie Wavemakers, folks.